Previously on Survivor UConn, Earl and Alex planted a hidden immunity idol where Alex found his.
Okay, so basically, Earl's got this little medallion. It's got this is yin on it, I think. And Earl's gonna talk to Doug, and Doug might find it, but anyone finds this baby.
So bad. So bad.
CJ and Raph established that they would be working together.
It was very interesting because he wants to work with Sumin and Catherine. And I'm kind of close to Lindsay. And I don't know who to work with because I'm kind of torn between those two people.
Despite their best efforts at a comeback, Sapala lost their third challenge in a row, sending them to tribal council once again.
Honestly, I feel like we suck. And I'm kind of worried about it. So I'm kind of praying for like a tribe swap at some point or something. We'll see what happens, but I'm not very optimistic. I feel like I'm gonna have to be like a straight snake, just because like I feel like we're gonna be a tribal for the next like 3 weeks the way it's going.
Due to Doug's overall untrustworthiness with near everyone in the tribe, he was voted out unanimously. 13 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
I think the vote went fine. It was kind of funny to me, like Doug was talking the whole time, like pretty confident. So obviously he was kind of blindsided, but we all knew. When I got there, we all knew what we were gonna vote. In the back of my mind, I was a little worried about idol, but it was a pretty low chance. He had only gotten one clue, so actually he might not have even gotten a clue because his target didn't go out because he had Mackenzie as a target or whoever. But yeah, thank God Doug got voted out. Such a snake. Oh my God. The worst kind of snake too. Like not even subtle. The worst. He wouldn't be good in any alliance, anything. No. Thank God he's gone.
So yeah, idols in the game, definitely something to worry about. It kind of slips my mind every week until tribal comes, and then there's the whole thing lingering about idol clues. I don't know how difficult it is once you get a clue to find the actual idol, being such a big campus. So yeah, Issa is on the other tribe. We are on the rowing team together. So I thought that could be potentially a good relationship going down the line. Any relationship she builds on her tribe, and then the relationships I have on my tribe, once something like a merge happens, could definitely be helpful for both of us.
Oh, hi.
I really wanted to point out that he lost every part of his challenge every week, but
Yeah,
I want to
low-key.
make it obvious that we were voting for him because he kept
I
talking
was
about
I was
challenge
gonna do
performance.
something. I was gonna be like, bye, Doug, and then I held back. Put
Oh.
on my serious face. I was like, this is serious. Someone's getting voted out.
I just skipped to vote him out. It was great.
So, Soup and I have this thing. He has nowhere to watch Survivor on Wednesday, so I invited him over to my dorm and we watched Survivor, and then we went over to McMahon afterwards. And I was gonna get my macaroni and cheese, but they didn't got no macaroni and cheese. They had pasta, just like pasta in Limtic marinara sauce, and so I was very disappointed. But when I'm eating my Limtic pasta and marinara sauce, then I noticed somebody come up to Zubin and I's table, and it's Raph. And so I'm thinking to myself, this is perfect. I really haven't had an opportunity to talk real game with Raph. This is perfect because, especially since we either inevitably will lose something or definitely inevitably will be in the tribe swap, I'd really like to get numbers on my side because that's the point of this freaking game. What we really talked about, we have the tribe swap definitely coming soon. And I know something that's been on my mind is the fact that there are people who know each other on other tribes. So at this point, we're pretty solid that Issa knows Mackenzie and Eric knows, what the hell is his name? Mark. Yeah. And Raph Zubin and I talked about that, and I think if we lose this upcoming challenge, Eric or Issa will be great targets. And that's wonderful because I'd be able to keep my allies, my direct allies in Zubin and CJ and Raph, because I think that's a great voting block right there. And by getting rid of Eric or Issa, you have like a little bit more of a chance that they won't go over to the other side, especially since after the last challenge, Zubin and I noticed on the other tribe, Alex, Mackenzie, and Mark, I think, yes, Mark, talking after the challenge, strategizing. And so the fact that, okay, you have this group of 3, and 2 of the people in this group of 3 know other people that are on our tribe, that raises red flags. So when we go into the tribe swap, I need to make sure that the probability is in my favor that nobody's going to go to somebody else. So if we are able to, in the meantime, if we happen to lose a challenge, get rid of Eric or Issa, that is going to weaken the potential of the whoever the hell that other tribe, the purple tribe's name is. And that really would make it more simplistic to vote with the current cast in case of what are we? Case Cassin? Cassin, yes, Cassin. Yellow. We're yellow.
I am happy that Cassin has so far won. So far, it gives us time to solidify numbers. There are plans in case of what happens if Cassin doesn't win, but you know, it's more of a thing like so long as I don't have to use it. I just wanted to lay that as soon as possible, just so I know I'm safe. As far as in general, the game has been going pretty well for me. I seem to be in a solid foursome right now. If I can get a 5th one, hopefully Eric or Lindsay, I can break that tie. And if Cassin stays constant, I pretty much can make it to the merge no problem. If there is a tribe swap, it would depend on who goes where.
No matter what would happen for my tribal council, I'm pretty much guaranteed to be like in the top like 2 people left. It's like impossible to tell like how well that will translate for the other tribe, because like you don't know, like I don't really have any idea of like what they think of me really, other than I think that Zubin is comfortable to talk with me and CJ seems to like me, but like I haven't like heard from any of the other people on the tribe, so like I have no idea what's gonna happen with there. But the reason that I haven't like started messaging people is because I don't want anyone to think that like I'm sketchy. Survivor's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You have to just like calm down and like play strategically as it goes, and like obviously you think ahead, but if you're just like messaging everyone on your tribe, then you're gonna get voted out. That's what happened to Doug, and that's something that I've been very conscious of playing this game.
I hope we win this challenge tonight because I am feeling very lazy. I have not had a vegetable in like 2 days. I can't sit out because over a game of rock, paper, scissors I sat out last time. So Right after this confessional, I'm gonna go like drink water, do a sit-up or two, stretch my hammies, and try and give the illusion that I am strong, and therefore convince myself that I am good enough to win this challenge and then bring home this money from my tribe.
So, hello, welcome back, Cass and Sapala, your 4th immunity challenge. So, let's get this one started. So first of all, targets, I have them on the phone real quick. I have them preset, so yeah, Alex, you come up. Alright, so ways the challenge is gonna work. So, this challenge is a scavenger hunt of sorts. So how this is gonna work? Each team's gonna get, there are 6 locations on the UConn campus.
No, I do not want to ever.
So each location has a clue. It's like a riddle, kind of like an immunity idol clue. So it's like a 4-line riddle. So that'll aim you towards the next location. So there's 6 locations at all. They're in a chain. So each team will get like a opposite starting point in the chain. So say the chain's locations 1 through 6. Casson will get 1, and you guys will get like 4. So they'll overlap at some point, but everyone has to go to all 6 locations. So at each location, there's a Ziploc bag. It's got like a handful, 2 or 3 like letters in them. So like they're paper letters. And so you got to take 1 Ziploc bag from each location. Once you've hit all 6, bring it back, unscramble the word on the table.
Driver's ready. Go.
Read it out loud for me.
Okay, during the summer, it's a favorite location. If you find this next clue, you deserve an ovation.
That's my guess. During the summer.
Oh, take a shot, check its space. Make a quick rub or pat.
Husky statue?
Take a shot, check its space.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
basketball.
That's
basketball.
Basic gamble then.
I was Easton, that's near Gamble, it's the Husky thing.
I would say it's the Husky statue.
What about, what is Chicken's base?
The base of the statue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm out.
Dairy bar?
Okay. We're on campus.
There's Dairy Bar and Dairy Bar 2.
But ovation?
No, it's not inside the building.
Yeah, ovation is good. Yeah.
This probably looks so fucking weird.
Alright.
Wait, what is this?
You'll have to touch it.
We leave the...
Okay.
Just take the bag.
Use your mind, look for the place. It'll take your brain to find the space.
Library? Because we're gonna have so much audio of heavy breathing.
Use your mind, look for the place. It'll take your brain to find the space.
I feel like the library is such a big place.
Maybe it's
If we can like surround the library though.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
It's all outside.
Use your mind.
Wait, school uses the mine. It's at UConn.
Orientation, summer classes, that way. Guys, you're going the wrong way. We should turn left.
Yes.
I was gonna say, it's up here. That's E2. Can anyone do that like leprechaun jump?
Yes.
What, like, you know?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Click your heels. That's not a.
Yeah, there we go, see?
No, it's not inside. The other side.
Yeah, nothing here.
We go all the way to Dairy Bar though.
That's like a hall.
But ovation. But they maybe just needed something to rhyme with vocation.
Yeah.
Also true. Also true.
We need to use space, like, do we have like a...
What is that?
Do we have like
Use
a...
your brain.
Alex, anyway.
Yeah.
Look, man. Yeah, I'm just here for antagonistic comments. You're tricky, Ryan.
A little bit. But their tribe's got to do the same thing. You're a tricky little guy.
Oh, alright, no, keep walking. I'll catch up.
You got.
Yeah.
Okay, technically
They
Mark,
know it
bookstore.
though.
I think it's in the library.
You gonna run and catch up? No. You're missing out on the Drake and Josh theme though, bro.
Oh, I've heard it many times. Oh, I really wish I was home because we had a Drake and Josh concert.
Ooh.
No, just a Drake Bell
Drake
concert.
Bell, baby.
That would have been so funny.
Dairy bar. She's on my puppy.
But that means that there's some.
It's a circuit, so
Yeah.
you have to walk up.
So that.
Should be our last.
It should have been. It was your first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mark whipping out the campus map. Solid version.
I didn't even know this map was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remembered.
Academic services.
And GE. That's
Deserve an ovation.
Wait, so how do we get to our next location then?
Do we?
You still gotta use that clue.
It's the same clue.
Alright. I say fine art. Fine art. I think it's fine art.
It's not Laurel anymore. It's McKinney. So, get it right.
Nah, it's Laurel.
That was Yanny.
Yanny.
The Graduate Center.
The stupid Hibrania.
The Psych Building.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Your
Psych
mind.
Building. Your brain will take you to this space. You want to check the Psych Building?
Yo, Alex and Earl, where are you guys going?
Yeah.
We gotta be
You
like
guys
one.
want to check the Psych Building?
Yeah.
Your brain will take you to this space. Yeah, that's right over there.
Okay. If something happens, something goes.
Be ready to continue. You're doing hot. A wrong mix will explode if you visit this spot. Chem?
Chem.
Alright.
They're already here.
No, I took that.
Okay.
They're not here. Good job.
Wait, you got a picture of it?
Yes!
Yo, I feel like I'm at a fucking frat party.
Reserve an elevation.
Oh, Jordan.
Yes, right? Yes. Ferguson.
Ryan.
How we doing, Jonathan?
We have another clue before we walk all the way over there.
No.
I'm upset. It's a favorite summer place. Something ovation.
During the summer, it's a favorite location. If you find this next clue, you deserve an
Is it on Horsebarn Hill?
I doubt it.
No.
No, why would you need an ovation?
Okay, good. We just run Horsebarn. You don't want to run the Horsebarn?
Well, we were closer to all the Husky stuff.
Yeah.
And I had to go there for them to believe me, so.
What clue did you get from that?
It said, like, something about your mind and using it to find this place, and it's in space, and.
Okay,
So
if
we
it was
took a
at
picture.
if it was at Wilbercross though, we were over there already. I'm gonna cry. Is there anywhere else we do for tutoring? No, everything inside.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying
It's like a
ovation is just a
rhyme.
rhyme.
Yeah.
So it's like summertime sadness.
Major
Lana,
sadness.
yes.
Where do people go?
Maybe ask this man.
Yeah. Where do people go in the summer? Here.
Help.
The fuck?
Church.
Yes.
God, I'm sorry.
We're idiots.
Fuck.
Look at some location names on that.
the clue? It's about brain.
So at least we know we're not behind because they're on the same clue.
Yeah.
We're actually winning.
Yeah, I completely agree.
We're up 1.
Alright.
2.
2.
It wouldn't be at any of the dorms. But what? Not here in the
Because
summer.
we found 2 before we
Yeah,
got
it wouldn't
to
be a
Wouldn't be
dorm.
at the library. Yo, fuck. Wouldn't be at health services. No. Dining hall wouldn't.
Sorry, guys, that's shitty.
That's too bad.
Hey, they have a 3rd bag.
Okay, so
Can we beat them? What? We beat them? No.
And everyone touch.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a note.
Okay.
Can I just see all the bags? Because I know that we have HOI.
So we need to get the ovation. You ready to continue your
Oh
job?
no. During the summer, it's a favorite location. What do you mean? He said take it more literal.
It's like,
Take the
what's
summer.
a fun summer place, Mark?
Mirror Lake.
It's fun here.
The Great Lawn.
I would think Mirror Lake, but like
The
Look at
beach.
them dancing. That's so fun.
Would it be the U?
The beach.
No.
Montreal.
Is there a beach on campus?
What is fun?
Is there
Beach hall.
Actually,
Beach hall.
though. Beach Hall?
Isn't there? It is beach. Like beach is by.
Where's Beach Hall?
Beach hall is by.
I've heard of it.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
trust
by
it.
it's
Look,
by.
we gotta go somewhere.
It's
Beach
by
Hall?
CLS,
It might
like
be
the
Beach
Austin.
Hall. Hold on. Let's
No,
go.
but
Let's
what's
go
like
there.
Beach
Let's go
Hall
there.
that-
That's like.
Summer. Ovation.
Like nobody goes to the fine arts building over the summer.
No, it's not there. It's way too far away, Johnson. That thing is.
Thank the Lord. Wait, how many did you have? 4? Thank God. I was like, what's a fun place in the summer? And there's just like a beach.
And then someone just yelled Beach Hall, and I was like, it's lit.
Or a video. Oh, I thought we were taking a picture.
Nah, we're rolling with it. Yeah,
Oh,
it is the
that's
casting
fucked
squad.
so
Watch it.
I'll say.
Alright.
I'll just. You want me to read it?
It's Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Winter is coming. Words. Namesake will say. You quick to this spot if you like to still play. Yeah, you fucking would.
Let's go, Snow.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's Snow! Jon Snow! Go down the stairs. No, you can't go that way. That's a wall.
We walk into Beach Hall.
It took us literally probably a half hour.
downtown. Walking slow. Oh yeah. Time for bed.
This one has 2.
Yeah, we're probably fine.
Okay.
Take a shot, check its base. That's the last one.
Yeah, that's the last one.
We're done.
Yeah.
Take it and go.
Wait, I'm like really scared actually.
No. We'll figure it out when we get there. Trust me, it's fine.
Is this Chippy?
Yeah, let's cross with this one then.
Go.
Oh, so kind.
Isn't doing shit, sorry.
Okay. Is it one UConn?
From
I
Mandela.
have NE.
There's a lone J. Oh, J-A.
Okay. Here, let's all stand on one side.
on the puzzle.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Cast and no one
Jonathan?
gets to be seen.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jonathan. What's
No,
the
what
V
about
for?
the B?
Love
There's an
Jonathan.
X.
Love Jonathan.
There's an X though.
Oh.
If I start spelling Jonathan, what are we left with?
X, B.
No,
What's
it's not
that
Jonathan. We don't have a T.
T.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Jonathan
You
something?
have to spell it right.
You do.
Thank you. Jonathan.
How many are there?
Where it's like the J, the X.
Wait, are we sure this isn't a Y?
No, it's a T.
Oh, that's a T. And this is definitely a D.
Yes.
No, that's an O.
What?
See, are you fucking kidding me? That's an O?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
What?
It is significantly closer to an O than it is to a D.
Are you
Oh my God,
what I
that's a
said.
straight
Do you
line.
see the straight line?
Guys, no, it's no.
It's also
It's no, that
okay.
changes everything.
Second of all, it's
Jonathan.
closer to an A
Jonathan,
than it is
back
to a
to
D.
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Back to Jonathan. Back to
Oh,
Jonathan.
there you go.
They took our letters.
Fuck.
The bag's empty.
Is it the? No, but then we're left with these two.
The Vix.
What the fuck is a Vix?
What's Jonathan's last name?
The 5th, like the 14th. No, these are, wait.
Oh, 15.
Oh,
that
was so smart.
14.
Oh my god.
Jonathan the
Oh my god.
That's not it.
Fuck!
There you go. Okay.
Yes!
Sapala finally gets one.
Jonathan the 16.
Oh my god! One, two, three, Sapala! Yes!
I love you, Jonathan.
Shit happens at Ryan.
Alright, Sapala. Cassin's not even back yet, but it's late, so Sapala finally gets the Jonathan. We get it done.
I love you, Jonathan.
Can someone like post the picture of it and send it to the UConn thing?
UConn Survivor?
Send it to Catherine.
Can you take a picture of us for
it.
UConn Survivor?
Should I at Catherine in the group chat right now?
So losing for the first time kind of stung, but it's also kind of good to see where everyone's head's at. It was frustrating for sure. We couldn't figure that clue out. I know they had the same problem, but they started with other ones. They kind of spent less time on that clue because we went to Jorgensen and then we went all the way to Dairy Bar before we started with the chem building clue. So we wasted a good amount of time on that. No one was really listening to me. Megan, Issa, and I were all like, we should just, rather than doing this, go look for other clues. Because we know something's going to be up by Jorgensen and the Jonathan statue, so I kind of gave up and went there. And then I found the clues, so they were like, oh, maybe we should go there. I'm like, yeah, maybe we should. I think it was a combination of being stuck on the clue, Zubin constantly wanting to like check everything thoroughly when you said it would be very obvious if we were in the right place. He would kind of just run off and do his own thing. Like a lack of communication in general, people not wanting to listen to, specifically myself, Issa, and Megan. But so then during the challenge, when I found the clue at the Jonathan statue, Eric was the first one that got here. And then Zubin comes screaming my name, and Eric, like, we're both kind of visibly annoyed by him, so we were kind of like, yeah, assuming we lose, we'd both like to see him go. And that was kind of the last I heard about it yesterday. And then Megan and Issa both said to me, wouldn't mind seeing one of them go, in reference to Catherine and Zubin. So we kind of concluded Zubin. So they were like, oh, you know, do you think we have the numbers? So I was like, oh, well, it's like you, me, like you two, me, Eric mentioned it to me, so that's 4, we have 8, so we need 5. And then I didn't want to give away the fact, so I'm kind of working with CJ and Raph, and I didn't want to give that away, so I was like, I'm sure we could get CJ or Raph to vote for one of them, like, you know. So that's kind of where that ended. Megan was like, oh, maybe, like I had said, I feel like everyone's on the same page, irritated with Zubin, so like it won't be that hard to get the numbers.
I'm thinking I should vote out
Someone here. I saw
Catherine because she's a crazy bitch.
Really?
I don't like her. I don't like her. But everyone wants to beat out Zubin, so I'll be nice and democratic and, you know, get rid of Zubin, even though I love her.
Alright, well, we lost the challenge. Everything's terrible. My family's going to disown me. The world is absolutely ended. Alright, so I don't feel safe, not at all. Definitely would not surprise me if I'm going home. As far as votes go, when you look at who can be an easy vote, you gotta look at, first of all, kind of like what the tribe dynamic is without any sort of challenge discourse like we had last night. So just looking at just like who gravitates towards who alone, then the easiest target would be Zubin, because he's Zubin, bold Zubin wearing his suits. But then when you actually look at what happened in the challenge, this is where things start to get a little funky. Because Lindsay obviously was frustrated with how the challenge went. We got stuck on this clue, and she apparently, and my fault for not hearing, but she was on the right track for getting Beach Hall as the clue for the challenge towards the start. And I think what really could put a target on my back is because people were talking about, like, okay, what could ovation mean? Because we thought ovation would be part of the clue.
Alright, so, catching you up on challenge stuff. Alright, so, yes, it was a 2-hour-long scavenger hunt yesterday. It was cold, of course, people were cranky. 6 little clues about where, like, puzzle pieces were hidden throughout the campus, and there's one that we got really hung up on, that was basically about summertime and had the word ovation in it. It was like, this is the favorite place to go on summer vacations. If you get this clue, you deserve a standing ovation.
Yeah, it's tough knowing that I could have been there and maybe I could have changed something, but at the challenge, I mean, I must just be like a great competitor or something, because obviously they can't hold up without me.
After the challenge, I saw the 3 girls walking together. Zubin far ahead, I tried to stay in the middle. 3 girls were whispering together, so if they don't vote together, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, I was expecting that even before you told me that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen.
Yeah, so here's what I'm thinking. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. I think the girls would probably be likely to vote out Zubin, just because he's Zubin.
Probably, or someone, like...
Or Eric, or myself. Because I'm not counting myself out as a target.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, okay, so yes, I just had my talk with CJ, basically catching him up on the challenge, and basically catching him up on the challenge and kind of like the vibes of everything. And he basically said, so anyway, I'm 99% sure, and he agrees with this, that you, me, him, Raph, solid voting block, no matter where we vote.
Right.
And so already there we have that going for us. That would be a tie.
Yes.
And
we're just trying to get that one more to break it.
yes, we think that the best bet, and I know like we've talked about this, is Eric coming to us voting for Issa, because I think, especially the point of, hey, Eric, Issa knows somebody on the other tribe, I think that's a really good selling point.
Bad. Eric knows Mark on the other tribe.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that we know that. And that's what I was concerned about.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to bring up that point at all, because since he knows Mark in their tribe, he might make that connection. Even though he isn't aware that we know, he might believe we know and be correct in that.
Yeah,
So
at this point, the best bet is like trying to figure out what that balance is between giving Eric enough information so he has a reason to vote with us, but not giving him too much information to the point where he can use that against us.
to me, my official reason is this. I've talked to you, I've talked to Raph, I've talked to CJ, I've talked to Lindsay. I have a connection with Megan through our majors. The one person who I haven't been able to connect with is Issa. So I'm just gonna say
Nobody's talked to Issa. Issa's the good. I think that's a good route for getting to Eric, because like I know CJ was like reassuring me too, because like I have my own perceptions and my own observations about people, and at first like I didn't know whether Eric was like in with like the girls or if like Eric was kind of like his own person. So CJ reassured me that like Eric seems like we're like a go with the flow kind of the guy. So if we tell Eric, hey, a lot of us are voting for Issa because nobody's really talked to Issa, and because she wasn't on the group chat for a while,
right,
and it seems like an easy vote, I think it's likely that he'll go with us, unless he is working with the girls.
My approach has not changed as of this moment. I'm still gunning for Issa. The big thing is I think I have it's me and 3 others. which makes 4 out of 8, which is a tie. So I want to see if I can get one more person to break the tie, and that's going to be either, and I'm thinking that's either going to be Eric or Lindsay.
Zubin had approached me after the challenge and was like, what are you doing right now? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go do some homework. And then he was like, well, do you want to meet up tomorrow? And I was like, maybe. He was like, let me give you my number. And then, I was at Zubin texted me today and he was like, where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm at the library. I have an appointment for UNIV with the writing center. And he was like, oh, I'll be there soon. I was like, oh, okay. And then when I left, he had texted me and was like, I'm at the main desk of the library. I was like, oh, I'm on the first floor.
This is Zubin and Lindsay at the library. We're trying to figure out what's gonna be happening. So far, I mean, I know I'm not voting for Lindsay, CJ, or Raph because all three of them because CJ and Raph sat out and Lindsay was pretty on the ball during the challenge. So I don't know if we will tie, but I don't want to chance it. Do you have any idea?
I'm kind of on the same page as you with, like, I know who I don't want to get rid of, but that still leaves people that could go.
Right.
And it's hard because this is the first tribal and we're so far into the game, like, we don't really know where anyone stands either.
And because for the last 3 weeks we haven't had to care.
Right. And then today, Eric messaged me and he was like, you still on board to get rid of Zubin? And I was like, yeah, that's fine, let's do that. So I know that we have 6 people voting for Zubin.
We want to have fun as long as possible, but at the same time, sort of have that strategy in mind. So like, would love to work with Eric. I want to have CJ, of course, on my side, and Lindsay. And kind of cute girls on my team too. Don't put that in the Don't put that in the edit.
Yesterday, I got a lot of texts that said, we're voting out Zubin, and that's pretty much it, and they wanted me to vote with them. So yesterday I was like, yeah, sure, I'll vote Zubin now. Like, I didn't want to rock the boat too quick. Then, today, I had some different thoughts.
Hell yeah.
Report's the best class.
Alright, let's get started. So, Casson, first tribal here. So,
yes.
You are on camera. Right in the middle, Zubin, with your suit. Oh.
Jinx! Sorry, we
So, Casson, one of you finally going home after 3 rounds of sanctity and immunity. So, Eric, let's go to you first. So, what's the feeling having to finally experience tribal after being immune round after round and being like, yeah, Casson rules, and now one of you's gone?
Not gonna lie, it's kind of funny because you're just throwing out these big words that are like, you know, kind of silly.
Yeah,
sanctity. Building this up, and it's kind of funny, but you know, it's a little spooky because you know it's first off it's spooky season.
Probably the course is gonna be spooky.
1, it's spooky season, and 2, I don't know. Am I going home? Is Raph going home? Is Ethan going home this week? I don't know.
We are after half an hour. We all are.
Casson tries way more fun. Alright, let's go to Raph next. So Raph, challenge, by the way, I was not just doing this in bench order, I have an order here. So Raph, was it tough hearing your tribe lost? You couldn't be there for the challenge, CJ couldn't be there for the challenge. I mean, you guys, you could have lost eventually. I don't know if you being there would have actually affected it, but...
It would have. He's a god of challenges.
Guys, summer is beach. Say it. Coming from Sydney, that's what we go all the time. Summer beach. Anyways, it was nice seeing a lot of messages.
It was nice seeing you lost?
No,
It was nice
because my phone died. Literally in the middle of the day, and I got home at 10 p.m. And then after the challenge, I was like, "Oh, I'm guessing we lost because there's so much messages." It was nice after that part, and then they said we lost. So I was like, "Okay, time for serious games."
So let's go to Lindsay next. So Lindsay, do you think your tribe could have done anything different, or do you think you guys just got stuck on that one question? Was it a teamwork issue, or was it just getting stuck in that one question? Was it not running fast enough? I think Sapala had a better hustle. What do you think? What do you think happened?
Well, I think we wasted more time on that clue than they did, because we started with it, we found others, and then we ended up back there. And they kind of started elsewhere, so they didn't have to waste as much time. And I think that even though like we were given the clue, the hint at the same time, we had already devoted more time to that question, and then like on top of that, we were pretty defeated. We had spent like, I would say, a good hour looking for the answer to that question, so it was like kind of crushing. Next challenge is gonna be those like 3-year-old puzzles. Yeah. And shape in the hole.
Circle in the circle hole, yeah.
What color is blue? I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
If there's any color challenges, I'm sitting there. Good point.
Alright, let's go to Zubin next. So Zubin, do you think some people are feeling a lot more comfortable than others tonight? Or do you think there are a lot of people on the chopping block?
I don't know, I mean, yeah, there might be some people who do feel comfortable, but this game, the boat can go any way. We're all vulnerable right now, so if someone goes home, that's how it's gonna go, and I'm really hoping that I guess in our heads it's not me. No one wants to go home right now.
How are you feeling?
Cold. Yeah, we're a little nervous. I mean, you never know how the vote's gonna go until the vote actually goes.
So Megan, do you think this vote is about like tribe strength or keeping the tribe like unified? I mean, you guys have won 3 challenges in a row, so normally the first vote for a tribe, something that goes in people's heads, they're like, oh, let's vote out someone maybe that's a little weaker.
I mean, I don't know, like, there's definitely certain weeks where some people did better than others, but, like, overall we were consistent. So I think, like, a lot of people were just deciding based on the fact of who seemed to be, like, a loose cannon, or, like, who seemed to maybe seem like they could end up hurting us in the future.
Alright, so Issa, has there been any talk of the target twist or hidden immunity idols? Do you think that's a big factor in this vote, is people's targets and trying to get that out of the way? Because Casson hasn't had the opportunity to get a clue yet because they haven't gone tribal yet. So you think that's not a lot of people's minds, or you think there's something else that people are just trying to get out who they want to get out?
I think because we've been doing this for so long, we haven't had a tribal that I think the targets are playing a big role. Since we already have like the advantage, so getting the thingy, what is it called?
What? What are we talking about?
The idol thing. Getting the idol would help us even more.
Okay.
It's cold, guys.
So CJ, do you think anyone's going to be surprised tonight, or you think this is a pretty straightforward vote?
I honestly don't know. I mean, I think everyone's like uncomfortable right now. I think no one feels safe right now. Uncomfortable, unsafe, and I don't know what's gonna happen.
You're uncomfortable and unsafe?
I mean, I don't know. You can never be too safe in this game.
Alright. So on that, are there any closing statements? Anyone? Alright, on that note, I think it's time to vote.
Let's send it.
Oh my god. This way, oh, this is a terrible angle. Why are you doing this to me? There we go. this does not work, then either my ally is going home or I'm going home and my family is going to disown me.
Okay, so Issa, this vote I'm going for you today. It's nothing really personal. Just how everything fell out, especially in the first day. I just allied with different people, and you just got up. So yeah.
All right. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Oh wait. All right. After the votes are read, the vote is final. The person that's voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately.
Do it. Get ready. Last meal too.
I'll read the votes. First vote, Zubin. It's 1 vote, Zubin. Second vote, Issa.
All of it. That is all of it right there. There's no mistake in that one.
It's 1 vote, Zubin. 1 vote, Issa. Third vote. What? Zubin?
No, they can see him right through, is what they're saying.
Oh, okay. Fourth vote, Issa. 2 votes, Zubin. 2 votes, Issa.
The side face makes it better. So let's aim.
Fifth vote, Zubin. 3 Zubin, 2 Issa. Sixth vote, Issa. Tied. 3 votes, Zubin. 3 votes, Issa. 2 votes left. Seventh vote, Issa. That's 4 votes, Issa. 3 votes, Zubin. Last vote.
No! I saw it.
The 4th person voted out, Survivor UConn, Issa. Sorry. You want to take someone's bandana? Sorry, Issa, but the tribe has spoken. Come on, head over there.
I think I don't know, there was some mad hate towards me and I don't know why. It was like kind of serious, didn't really realize, and then that happened, but it's, we tried to fight back with Zuba. He was my target actually. It was good, it was fun. They were just like really into it, so I think I'm just gonna take that and call it a day.
Next time on Survivor UConn.
Well, we're at final 12 here. We've had 4 rounds for you guys, but I think it's time to finally switch things up. So everyone drop your bombs.